Okay, so we've got Shaun Rumble and Jhirvaan Heynes in the feature match area. These guys have already started, and I'm not 100% certain what they're playing. We will find out over the course of this game. But
Slowly and surely.
Just gonna close this. Hopefully Shaun
Looks like
isn't
Sultai
playing too
energy.
Sorry about the video quality. That's a walking ballista from Shaun on turn 2. It looks like Shaun is on the draw, on the play. And Jhirvaan has decided to fatal push it almost immediately.
1 damage straight through, hopefully, otherwise that's
Let's see if I can get a slightly better quality
picture.
Yeah. How about this? Yeah, this one looks considerably better.
A lot better. Looks like Grixis control versus Sultai
energy. I've never known Shaun to be playing traditional decks though.
Never.
So that's
must
an
be
infinite
one or
Dreadlands. Little bit of spiciness there.
1 or 2.
He passes the turn. And Juice costs a. Is it cycling something?
Opt.
Oh, okay. Juice cost an opt.
Oh no, cycle. You opted second turn and cycled hieroglyphics. Third. Plays a 4th land.
I don't think it's a good place to be.
That's control magic. Play land go. Play land go.
Control
Wait,
opponent.
Hold on. Instead, do something.
Oh wow, he's censored Shaun's Bristling Hydra, which is actually quite a good tool against the control decks.
As Cantor comes out.
Now it's in the graveyard. And Jeeves plays his Search for Cantor. It's a really good card. All-star in current standard control decks.
You think he'll go to modern? That is everyone's question.
Look, how much do they have to push this effect? You always see this with standard. Okay, Shaun played a Servant of the Conduit, and Chief says, "No thanks." No. What was that, man?
Fatal push.
Another fatal push. Just piling him on. Now the Search for his Cantor's starting to do the work here.
It's got a
6 cards in the graveyard.
In hand and his 6th mana.
Yeah, looks like Jeeves has a pretty firm grip on game 1.
The thing is, do you run out of answers and just succumb to the board presence of?
I don't know. He's got a Gearhawk, and he's got counter magic and removal in the graveyard. But let's see if he's greedy. It looks like he might be. Is that for the Hieroglyphic Illumination?
Yes.
Okay, no, I think that's a safe play. For a second, I thought he might have just fatal pushed it.
Oh, there's a bolus. Does he get the 7th land?
I think he's drawn another land. The Savraska's Contempt. Does he want the lands enough? Does he? He has just exiled the card from his graveyard, so it's going to take a little while longer for the search to flip.
He throws it away and draws a... There we go.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's bolus time.
Yeah.
In for 5. That's the first damage all game. Oh, wait, no. Jeeves is actually on 19. Because of the ping from the walking ballista. And that's a nickel bolus. And I don't think Shaun is particularly happy about it. Nickel bonus plus, and he's flipped a number of cards that I can't identify because the camera quality is so bad. But I don't see how Shaun comes back from this.
Yeah, Jhirvaan's got a Vraska's Contempt in hand as well to protect.
Shaun needs a Vraska's Contempt right now.
Long Tusk Cub hits the ground. Servant in for 2 at
the bolus?
At
really?
The bolus.
I'm pretty sure.
Vraska's Contempt. That 2 must have been in at Jhirvaan then.
Yeah, sure. That seems pretty good. But Jhirvaan was tapped out there.
So Jhirvaan down to 17.
Yeah, I think so.
Another Gearhawk.
He just drew
Still
it
has
up.
Vraska's Contempt in hand.
Yeah, in for 5. So Shaun going down to 10. Yeah, Gearhawks are big, eh? He's like a 5-power Snapcaster Mage.
Bigger butt.
For any amount of mana is pretty good. Search for his Cantor. I mean, it is pretty good. They printed Sultai Ascendancy. Not good enough, too many colors, too difficult to cast.
Yeah.
And then it was
that fits in nicely into that kind of
the 3 mana Siege, Monastery Siege. People were like, oh, it's pretty good, it's versatile. little like tried in modern, not good enough. Now it's 2 mana.
It's like an enchantment, Vryn's Prodigy.
Yeah. Now it's 2 mana.
Yeah.
And it flips into a land, so it's got
ramp.
Yeah, it's kind of ramp. It does put you up 1 mana when it flips. I wonder how fast you can flip it over in modern if you're playing like Thought Scours, like a delve strategy.
So Island, Thought Scour, end of turn, that's 2, 3.
What is Shaun doing? What is he? He's attacked with his cub and his Servant of the Conduit. I think Jeeves went down 3 points of life there. I'm just going to do a life total check.
He pumped something with the Oasis.
Oh, the Haship Oasis in his graveyard. So there must be another 2 points of damage. I think Jeeves is on 12 here. Shaun is desperately trying to race that long dust cub.
Has he used his Vraska's Contempt that was in his hand?
I don't think so, because his clock is still faster. Wow! That is a big... Oh, no. Shaun has just popped his Infinite Dreadlands. That's what happened. The Infinite Dreadlands actually put the minus counters on the Gearhulk. So Shaun's clock is now faster.
Little does he know.
Of the second Gearhulk. Yeah. Gee's got a main deck Essence Extraction there.
A full odd one, I like that.
Swag.
The swag.
It's just a little bit of extra spice and swag.
With his mat as well. The donut guy.
Oh gosh. Let's not talk about that, shall we?
The donut guy.
I do not approve.
Oh.
In for 3.
Does he pass? Yes.
Oh yeah, he puts Shaun to 7. Of course you play the Gearhulk in your opponent's turn. That's not a main face card. Shaun untaps. Draws another Hashep Oasis, which he quickly deploys. And I think we're going to go to combat time. And here comes the Gearhulk.
Let's see what happens. You can only...
Here comes the Gearhulk.
Into a Essence Scatter on the Servant. Yep. Oh, called it.
Essence Scatter. Essence Extraction.
Sorry. Essence Scatter. Sorry. Yeah, that one. That one.
The other one, certainly.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was a pretty lame attack there for sure. Now that he sees the Gearhulk.
Yeah. Or would the Vraska's Contempt on the long toss been better?
It doesn't matter. Like Shaun's board is now empty. Unless he's got a Blossoming Defense in hand, I think he can pump through the Gearhulk. It's +2 in hexproof. It looks like he's got 4 energy. And Jeeves is pretty much... He's got 3 mana. He's 1 short of... yeah, that is it. Yeah, he's 1 short of playing that Vraska's Contempt. So the Long Tusk Cub gets through and survives. Not gets through, it just survives, which I think is quite important for Shaun here because it's his best threat.
Yeah. And now measly 3-4 going in for an attack. Down to 4. Another Essence Extraction. Is that the right one?
Yeah, Essence Extraction.
Okay,
you got
cool.
it.
There we go. Essence Extraction.
But the cub is too big.
Yeah.
But there is a Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, so it might just be fine.
Top deck Blossoming Defense for the Winsies. No.
Okay. He's got like a Fatal Push, which is pretty anemic against Jeeves. I don't think any of his creatures die to it.
Servant of the Conduit for Shaun.
Another one.
Yep.
Another one.
Just like the other one.
Jeeves actually has a fair amount of life in his hand. That's 5 points of life gain. And if my calculations are correct, he's on quite a healthy life total. I do have an update from the The floor team. No, I don't. They haven't told me what the life totals are. These guys are of a little bit of sleep today.
The Oasis can only happen as a sorcery speed. Right?
Yes, the only instant speed one is Ramina Ruins, I believe.
Oh, yeah,
the rest are all sorcery speed.
Yeah. Is Ramana seen in the? I guess it wouldn't be in the modern. What's it?
It is like a Scapeshift. No, I don't think so. Right. But I don't see why it couldn't be played as like a one-of in some aggressive decks. It's like a barbarian ring kind of.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
It's just a land that deals 1 when you have threshold. Which is pretty
Supreme
good.
Will.
Essence Extraction.
Just destroying everything on the board.
Yeah. Shaun, there's a noble effort from Shaun, but I think he's done here. Yeah,
he's like, I'm over this.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like fighting anymore.
I hate playing against control because you just answer everything I do.
Let's clicky. See if we can find these deck lists. Yeah. What do we have to work with here?
Is that all the stuff he's putting in?
I don't know,
15 cards in.
Shaun's spelling is a little bit suspect here, so I'm going to have to...
I think he is putting all 15 in. I saw Supreme Worlds, I saw Nissa.
So his sideboard consists of 2 Supreme Will, 1 Lost Legacy...
Carnage Tyrant definitely going in.
A Dispossess, a Nissa, 2 Carnage Tyrants, 3 Cartouche. Yeah, I think he just takes out all of his Fatal Pushes because they do literally nothing in this matchup. Let's see if I can get those lists up on the screen.
What's Scavenger Grounds?
Scavenger Grounds is... It's a colorless land, and it allows you to sacrifice a desert to exile graveyards. Yeah.
Death Gorge Scavenger could go in because he wants to exile everything from the graveyard anyway, so that he can't.
Yeah, Death Gorge is fine. It's a threat. I think he just takes out all of the as much removal as he can. But then you obviously he wants some.
Yeah. Keep in the Vraska's Contempts because it hits Planeswalkers as well.
Yeah, he has to keep those. Yeah. He's got to keep in his generalized big-ish removal. I wonder what Jeeves brings in here. Gonti seems pretty good.
He put in 2 more Essence Extractions.
He's got none in his sideboard.
Oh, then he's
maybe he
taken them out.
Took them out, put them back in, or something to that effect.
Oh, he's taking those out.
He's cutting the Essence Extractions. I feel like they were really good here. Nice to catch.
I actually have no idea what's going on because there's 4 different piles.
They're just trying to confuse each other. I think that's the...
He just took a Bond 2 out.
A Lost Reckoning.
Yeah.
I see.
One op that was out.
I think he put some things in and then he took them out again. Because he just considered his options.
He was trying to Jedi mind trick people.
It's a
Jedi mind trick me.
Valid thing.
Definitely the Aetherborns in, Gifted Aetherborns.
Here we go. We have the deck lists. Let's just wait for them to update.
Oh, there we go. 3 Gifted Aetherborns.
Yeah, so the Carnage Tyrants are coming in against Chiefs, definitely, from Shaun. I think he cuts all of his Fatal Pushes. I don't see any in the main deck. There's something wrong with this deck list.
Oh dear. Snap.
We're going to have that checked out later. Jeeves is probably going to be taking out some number of Supreme Will, and maybe the Censors if he wants to make space. Oh, he does have a Lost Reckoning main deck. Maybe that's what he took out. Nicobola seems... Shaun does play some very bomby cards, but his creature count is so low.
So what? Vraska Relic Seeker. 4
Oh,
Bristling Hydra.
Vraska, Relic Seeker. I just actually don't have Shaun's full list here. That's what the problem is. Some of the cards are
The
not.
copy paste mistreated you.
Yeah, the copy paste did mistreat me. And I actually only have 52 cards for his list. I will see if I can find the rest of it now. Heartless Pillage, that is an interesting one. But it looks like these guys are ready to go to the next game.
I'll see
Heartless
your
Pillage
7 with my 7, and
Yeah.
hopefully it stays like that.
Actually pretty good against control. It's basically a mind rot that gives you a treasure if you've attacked with a creature.
yes, with raid. Mind
So I
rot
think
with raid.
he's got. That's pretty good. I mean, as a control player, I don't ever want to get mind rotted.
I've made this deck online.
Okay.
3 black pirates with 4. What's the one that you attack in a Mills top 4?
Oh wow, Navigator's Rune.
Yeah, and 4 Raiders Wake. If you get those 2 down. Wow.
The problem with Raider's Wake is it does very little if your opponent's hand is empty.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the issue
I've been working
with
with
any
it. It's
discard
really,
heavy decks.
really awesome.
Sean trying to show us something, but clearly just not.
I think it was that he lost the last game.
I think so. He made a note. It was just a little love letter to us. This is Sean's actual deck list. I think it'll
render
correctly now.
So what do you think Stan would be like with?
It's not rendering. What do I think Stan would be like with
all the banned lists?
With
no, the cards that are on the ban list. Thopter and...
I think it would be dominated by Marvel strategies, just because the card is too powerful.
Especially with Nicol just...
With any fat things, I would Marvel into Gearhulks if I could.
Marvel into Bolas and then
So obviously Shaun on the play, hash up or Aces, taking 1 point of damage and searching for a swamp.
He's attuning...
He's definitely in tune with his own ether.
Yeah, that's it.
Both players keeping 7. Jeeves starting with an island.
Is there any other land in his hand?
Fatal Push. There's probably one more land. What looks like a Scarab God. I see a Nicol Bolas. He's just drawn an Evolving Wild. There's a Drowned Catacomb. Shaun
Glint Sleeve.
playing his Glint Sleeve Siphoner. That's real good for him here.
Aggro match.
And he's got the energy to do the... Oh wow. That's beautiful. He's just taken another point of damage, but he's
it's always nice,
gripping them
going
cards.
Attune into a long tusk or a Glint Sleeve.
Yeah, anything that can use that energy.
The
or
1/2
Ether Hub into Glint Sleeve Siphoner, real good. But he's got the 1/2 3.
Oh wow.
He's the long tusk come afterwards.
Whiskers. The cat.
Cat's whiskers. You're
Wow.
terrible. Fatal Push at the long tusk cub?
I don't know about that because
Shaun considering making like there's the Blossoming Defense. It is in his hand.
Oh wow.
And Jeeves is not very happy about that.
Counters.
He's going to cycle that sensor right away.
No counters for 1. Does he have?
Was that at the Glint Sleeve Siphoner?
I don't know.
I'm not certain. I think... Oh dear.
I wonder if you... Do you bring in Spell Pierce against that kind of stuff?
I wouldn't do it.
Is it?
Let me just see if I can find out what these gents'
Lost
life totals
Legacy.
are.
Oh wow.
Oh, Jeeves just drew a Lost Legacy. Yeah, that's...
There's a problem if he doesn't get any more land.
No, he's got
1, 2, 3.
He's got 3, and he's got the Evolving Wilds to fetch the second black. But what is he going to Lost Legacy? There's threats on the board.
Bristling Hydra maybe?
I'm pretty sure that Long Tusk Cub will just kill him.
Yeah.
So he's got to find
scatter on another
some sort of removal. Is that a Fatal Push in his hand?
No.
That's the second card from the front. So he cracks it.
It was an Essence Scatter that he just played.
And I think he might be finding a swamp. Because he wants to... Yeah, it is.
Swamp.
So the second Glint Sleeve met with an Essence Scatter. And then he cracked his Evolving Wilds to fetch a swamp. Swamp off the top.
Yep.
Definitely something he wants to see.
I don't know what that is actually. It is a fatal push. Looks like
yeah,
it.
the second card in Jeeves' hand is a fatal push. It's
push,
going at the long tusk cub,
then he's gonna
which is finally dead.
Legacy the long tusk probably. Oh no, Hydra. There we go. Caught it.
And Shaun's all out of bristling Hydras.
Out the deck. So it's 1 to Jhirvaan at the moment, so we might want to update the scores there.
We'll be doing that after the draw. This is the players' total records that you see at the top of the screen. And since it's the start of the event, everybody's on 0, 0, 0.
0, 0, 0.
She's taking out the long tusk, bristling Hydras, which is probably the hardest to deal with thing in Shaun's deck.
Yeah, if it hits.
But I think if he's seen the Carnage Tyrants now, he might have.
Oh wow, forgot about those.
A little bit of pudding in his pants.
Yeah. No servant to get that down a bit earlier.
Oh, Cub. Oh, you're right, because Lost Legacy makes you draw if there's any copies of the card that was named in your hand.
Oh wow.
Oh, Glint Sleeve Siphoner, really.
That's the third copy.
I have no idea how much life he's on. I think he's on 16 at the moment. Our life totals are all wrong at the moment. I'm just trying to get an update here.
Long tusk down. Now I think Jhirvaan feels a bit weird that he took out the Reckoning.
Yeah, Bantu's Lost Reckoning would be really good here. Drawing the Essence Scanner too late.
After the long tusk hits. 2 long tusks and a glint sleeve. So right now, Shaun has 2 cats on his side and a random rogue just chilling.
Cats
so
in a rogue.
Flavor's
it's a crazy cat lady.
Yeah. Is the rogue standing there with the 2 cats on leashes?
Maybe.
Or the cat.
Shaun's got his own lobotomy effect here. He's going to say dispossess, naming the Gear Hulk. Oh, by all means, go have a look.
Oh wow, Gear Hulk's out. There's only 3 in the deck, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, I see 3 torrential Gear Hulks in Jesus' list.
If the 4th one came out, that might have been a bit of an issue.
Yeah, if that Nicol Bolas is the Nicol Bolas is the only thing left in his deck that can actually win, unless he's decided to side in the Gifted Etherborns. But I didn't manage to spot anything. There is one Scarab God, a lonely Scarab God somewhere.
And that's in his hand.
In Jesus' list, it is the first card in his hand.
So 2 threats in his hand.
Needs another mana to cast the Scarab God, and plenty more to get to Nicol Bolas. Scarab God will pull you out of a lot of situations, though.
It's a bit awkward when you go turn 6, 7.
Oh, Chiefs goes down to 5 there. I've just gotten that life total update from them. And Shaun is on 5 energy. So he's just taken 7.
And
okay, we're going to game 3. I don't think he drew the land necessary to cast the Scarab God.
How awkward is it when you lost Legacy in your deck and you look at the Carnage Tyrants and you have an Essence Scatter in hand and you're like,
that is not going to work.
Next turn.
Yeah.
What do I do with an Essence Scatter?
And we finally have the correct deck lists available. This is actually what both players are playing. Chiefs is not playing Abzan Traverse. It's called Grixis Control.
Yeah, that is whoops.
This first round is a little bit of a failure, but at least we're having fun.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like any of the players are changing things based on being on the play or playing on the draw.
That card, Heroic Intervention.
Such a blowout against Bantu's Lost Reckoning, actually.
So he's got 4 Heartless Pillage main deck.
Yeah.
I think that's his spice. That's Shaun's spice. Definitely.
It's his little flavor he added to the game. Just listening to the players talking, it looks like Jeeves did mulligan the second game. I was just too busy trying to fix the deck list to pay attention.
Jhirvaan's busy trying to.
She's trying to convince
an ID.
Convince his opponent the ID.
That donut looks really tasty.
I could use me a donut, actually. Does Dunkin' Donuts deliver?
They might. I don't know.
Maybe we could call Mr. Delivery, get some donuts here. Okay.
Oh,
Man, I really want a donut right
that's
now.
a fistful of
Gas.
fatal
See if I can get
push,
this a little bit
supreme
bigger.
wall, sensor, as counter. Oh, that's not so great. Aether hub into a tune.
He still ends up with 2 energy.
Yeah.
It's basically as if he played a forest or a swamp. And he can still follow up with a glint sleeve siphoner, have all the energy. You know, I don't think it's too bad. In the grand scheme of things, Aether hub into a tune with Aether is not the worst thing you could be doing in standard right now. Not in the first 10
You could be just playing
anyway.
a land and not doing anything.
She's on 2 mana. Turn 2, search for his canter. And that early card selection is
for some land.
really, really important for him. No, he's fine.
Wow.
He's fine. Unfortunately, tapping out for it did mean that he couldn't hold up or pretend to have any counter magic, and he does have an Essence Scatter in his hand. He burns the island, plays a Drowned Catacomb, and says, "No extra cards for you, Shaun."
Plays a Drowned Catacomb and then pushes the glint sleeve off the Drowned Catacomb, and it's drowned.
Yeah, it just drowns in the catacomb.
Yeah. Another glint sleeve.
Does
he Essence Scatter it or censor it? No, he can't censor.
I think it's the scatter. It's a Supreme Wall that he's got in his hand.
Supreme Wall. I hate that. I want to put down some threats.
Jeez, is
no.
running out of cards eventually. I think. Does he keep the Gearhulk? I think he does. It's just too powerful to throw away. But he is considering it. Yeah, it's mine. He's got land drops. I don't think he needs to.
So he's got a Supreme for the next thing. And then he has to look for.
What do you think Shaun's going to play? I can't see his hand. Is it a Servant of the Conduit? Or is he going to lead with something more powerful?
Botanica Sanctum in tapped. Puts down a. Oh, there's the. What's it? Scavenger. What that.
Was that that was a Botanical Sanctum that he played there.
Scavenging
and he took a point of damage from his Hashep Oasis.
Supreme Wall's the standard Scavenging Ooze.
Oh dear.
And wow.
Did you see what Jeeves got there? Oh, the second Gearhulk, which he flipped
threw away
into the bin. But now he's got Gearhulk plus land. And Shaun's scariest thing at the moment is...
He's leading with a glint.
It's a Servant of the Conduit, sure.
He has a Tusk in hand.
I see him taking another point of damage.
Here comes the Tusk.
And he's on 5 energy at the moment. That's a long Tusk Cub. And he's got 5 energy. Gearhulk online.
Yeah.
Or ready to go. And he's got a Carnage Tyrant.
Here comes. That's
a little bit painful.
Yeah, that's the turn 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. With the servant down.
Oh my.
Ouch.
This is just not much Jeeves can do about that.
Into. Oh, wait, hold on a second. It can't be counted.
No, he's swinging into the Gearhulk with the Long Tusk Cub. Obviously, he didn't know about the Gearhulk.
Yeah.
And Jeeves is digging for something with his Supreme Wall.
Takes the bolus.
That'll do. He needs 1 more land.
What are the abilities on bolus?
+2 is target player exiles cards from the top of his library till he hits a non-land card, and you get to cast it. Or two non-land cards, and you get to cast both of them. This -2 is +1. Is target player exiles 2 cards from their hand, or something like that. Or those 2 abilities might be the other way around. I think the +1 is top of the library, and the +2 is top of the library, and the +1 is exile from hand. And then his minus is deal 7 damage somewhere, and then his ultimate ability basically says win the game, but I'm not sure what it is.
Taking stuff from hand. And Shaun is handless.
Yep. There goes a bristling Hydra and something else
that
pretty.
Carnage Tyrant is
still there.
Wow. The bane of control.
Yeah, I think Bolus is on 8, 9 loyalty now. I can't tell you for sure because I really don't know the cards that well, but let's see if I can find something. These guys just staring at each other here.
20 minutes left of the round. This is third, so it should be finished by then.
So Nicol Bolus's abilities are +2, target opponent exiles cards from the top of his library until you exile a non-land card, and then you can cast it. In with everything at Big Boy Bolus.
Starts with?
I will find out in just a second. So he's used the +1. Nicol Bolus is currently on how much loyalty? 7. He blocks the servant to the conduit. Nicol Bolus went +1 from 7, so he's on 8 loyalty. If the Carnage Tyrant connects, it'll go down to 1.
Yeah, so it blocks the...
Blossoming Defense.
Oh, wow. 1. Land of top. It's
I'm not really sure why the Gearhulk died there. It was a Blossoming Defense on
5, yeah, it's 5-5 and the Gearhulk's at 5-6, so I don't know why it's dead. The Gearhulk.
Chiefs with a bunch of card selection in his hand, but not really what he wants. Froskus Contempt. Absolutely useless! Can't stop the Carnage Tyrant. Nicol Bolus on 1.
The flavor on Carnage Tyrant is perfect for the card.
Is implacable, not unstoppable. But it's okay. If it's a little bit above your like vocabulary level, it's cool. It means cannot be satisfied. Implacable.
That's
always hungry. Wants to eat more.
Hungry lion.
Yeah, except it's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
Nicol Bolus's +1 is targeted. Each opponent exiles 2 cards from their hands.
Yeah.
His -4 is deal 7 damage, and his -12 says exile each non-land permanent your opponent controls. How do you beat Carnage Tyrant, Jeeves? He's taking a disallow off of his search for his counter.
He just put in the sideboard. Bantu.
Yeah, Nicol Bolus is definitely dead at this point in time. I think Chiefs took 2 from the 7 to the conduit.
Oh, there's the Lost Legacy.
A little bit too late now.
Yeah.
But there's a Gonti, which could
Death Touch
reasonably help
that
there.
That is a thing. Fatal push.
What does he see? Does he see a Carnage Tyrant? That'd be funny. No, it's a 7 to the conduit and some lands.
Yeah. Servant.
Plus with Blooming Marsh. What looks like a basic land at the back. He's taking the 7, leaving the lands at the bottom.
Gonti in front of the Carnage Tyrant, definitely. I would have gone for Carnage Tyrant, the second one with the Lost Legacy.
Yeah, possibly. But maybe he doesn't know what like maybe he just assumes it's a one-off.
Yeah.
He also wants to keep up disallow here.
That's true.
So having the Gonti down is neat, but that's not fun. So it puts 2 -1/-1 counters on the Gonti.
Damage.
And it's been disallowed, so there's no -1/-1 counters. Shows down a land, and he just passes back. The almighty Gonti.
Jhirvaan is taking control again.
Yeah. Pass back.
Another Lost Legacy. How many?
I don't think he's going to take it here. I think he takes the Hieroglyphic Illumination.
Did he sideboard 3 in? Must have.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to sort of lobotomize his opponent's deck so that they have no threats and then beat you to death kills.
He's
But
taking
there's another lost legacy.
Wow.
Maybe he wants to be able to cast both in one turn, so he's going to take out something important, look through the deck, see what else is threatening, and then name the other thing.
Yeah.
I think he's passing the turn here, holding up Vraska's Contempt. Really good. What is that face down card? Oh, it's the thing exiled with Gonti.
It was a servant.
Shaun draws a Long Tusk Cub and casts it immediately. Vraska's Contempt. And Jeeves goes back up to 20. Shaun passes back. I'm not sure what Jeeves just drew there. Did you spot that?
That was the cycle blue-black. Third pool.
Okay,
That
sure. And he searches for his counter, finds a Supreme Will, casts Shaun's Servant to the Conduit, gets 2 energy, and I think he passes the turn. Shaun says, the swamp is terrible. I don't want the swamp.
Give me more threats.
Jeeves cycles the fetid pools into a disallow and draws a card. In with Gonti!
Big balls. In with Gonti.
Shaun goes down to 16. Activate search for his counter. See Fatal Push, Scarab Guard, some land, and a Bantu's Last Reckoning.
Thank you. What am I going to do now? He says. I wonder.
I feel like casting that now would be bad. He needs access to a lot of mana before it's safe to cast Bantu's Last Reckoning. Because if he's essentially tapping out now.
The thing is, Shaun doesn't have any cards in hand.
Shaun's got
one
a
card
swamp.
in hand, a swamp.
Which Jeeves doesn't know.
And he's got 2 land open, so it's maybe an Essence Scatter. But
yeah, it could be.
At
least he's representing something.
Draw into any threats.
Shaun just drew a
get rid of the threats that are on the board. Oh, here's a Gnome Sleeve. I still got this. Ooh.
Scarab Guard.
Scarab Guard.
Real bad.
That is painful.
Oh, he's taking the Carnage Tyrant, I think. That's probably what he's going for here.
Oh.
Shaun just drawing lands. Ow! Real painful. Going down to 15 points of life for no reward whatsoever. Swings into the Carnage Tyrant. I mean, he's done. He's done. I don't think he can beat a resolved.
The servant's not going to help me.
Yeah. Also, Jeeves can just untap, play double Lost Legacy next turn, say
Get rid of
Long Tusk Cub
the rest
and
of the stuff,
Bristling Hydra or Carnage Tyrant, Bristling Hydra, whatever. I think he says Bristling Hydra first, and then spots the other Carnage Tyrant and says,
the Bristling Hydra was that second game.
was that the second?
That was third game.
Did he get rid of them already?
Yeah.
No, Shaun's got nothing in exile here. I don't think he got it in the second game.
That must have been the second game.
So yeah, I think he just lobotomized the Bristling Hydras here, and then.
But you see, he doesn't know about the second Carnage Tyrant. But
he'd see him after he takes Bristling Hydra, and he's got 2 Lost Legacies in hand. So then he just takes everything vaguely threatening out of the deck. He's got a Scarab Guard on the battlefield.
And then you just steal and send.
Steal and kill. Steal, kill. Liegen bedrieg. Okay, well, so that's 2-1
to Jhirvaan.
And he's gone up to 1 win. Shaun going down to a loss.
That was round 1. It's some hectic stuff for round 1. Wow.
We'll see you next round.
Yep.